your hands in the air, it's
Dr. Do, Dr. Do.
mixing sodas with the beer, it's
Dr. Do, Dr. Do.
so why don't everybody cheer it?
Dr. Do, Dr. Do.
This is the one right here, yo.
Throw your hands in the air, it's
Dr. Do, Dr. Do.
mixing sodas with the beer, it's
Dr. Do, Dr. Do.
so why don't everybody cheer it?
Dr. Do, Dr. Do.
This is the one right here, yo.
You got
Hello y'all, it's me, your social media platform artist and the host of the great YouTube channel. I'm your host, your one, the only Dr. Do here, everyone. How are we on this wonderful Thursday afternoon right here, y'all? Today's video, we are going to do something special right here. We're going to do a crime video story. We're going to be looking at it's a story about the two brothers. You guys might know about them. They are known in one of the biggest court cases that happened back in the 1990s. They were claimed to be the one that killed their mom and dad. We're going to talk about the Lyle and Erik Menendez story. That is very interesting on this channel, huh? This is the first time that you guys might hear something more interesting. A crime case right here that had been talked about back in 1990 to 1996. 6 years this story was been covered about. We want to talk about this series, this story right here, and the TV series that came out back in 2024, which got me to think about look at this story right here, y'all. Before we get started, if you guys new to the YouTube channel, please subscribe to this channel, hit notification down below, comment down below, see what you guys think about my opinion about the Lyle and Erik Menendez story. And also, you guys want Dr. Do merch? Go to Cotton Bureau to get yourself shirts, drinkwares, hats, and this one right here. And also, you guys wanted hydration energy powder or protein powders? Well, go to Beat Chart to get you guys Dr. Do energy and hydration powders, and not the protein that will give you muscle right here. And also, you can you can use these to make you guys some smoothie like this one right here. This is the pineapple strawberry shortcake smoothie right here, y'all. This is good. It's a good thing. It's good to be used as a smoothie right there. It tastes wonderful. I gotta tell y'all, this is one of the best ways to make use hydration like these for smoothie. That way, it could take more better than ever. Even Beat Chart like the idea. So let's get this story started. All right, y'all. Let's talk about Erik and Lyle and Erik Menendez. Lyle was born in New York City, New York, and on January 10, 1968, his little brother named Erik Menendez, born November 27, 1970, in Blackwood, New Jersey. Their parents were Jose and Kitty Menendez. They seem to look like a fine and happy family right there, but on the outside, but the inside, they had some sort of crazy story that no one even talk about. Now, Jose Menendez was a Cuban migrant from Cuba when he used to be living in a luxurious family lifestyle before the Cuban Revolution, which Fidel Castro took power back in 1959. Created the first communist country in our hemisphere. Alright. Eventually, he met Kitty Menendez back in 1962. They both got into a relationship together and had two sons, Erik and Lyle. And they live in New Jersey ever since. Alright. About this particular story right here, everybody think they were a nice and normal family. Alright. When you think about it, they are not. Alright. They have some toxic family relationship, especially with Erik and Lyle with their mom and dad. Alright. One of the biggest problems that with the Erik and Lyle and they have problem with their family is something that is so tragic and sad to see how they do something like that. What the parents did to them, yeah, which led them to their depths. Alright here, alright. On August 20th, 1989, in Beverly Hills, California, Erik and Lyle Menendez had planned on killing both their mom and dad on that in their homes by getting two 12-gauge shotguns in San Diego, where they had to purchase them by using Erik's fake ID. Alright? And so once they bought those shotguns, they went on a killing spree of killing both their parents, and then after that, cover all the thing that happened right there, like pick up the shotgun shells, and also he also hid them somewhere in the forest. Alright? After that, around midnight, or around 10 or midnight, they called the police and tell them that their parents were shot and killed. And they were like freaking out right there. So they faked the whole entire plot about the mafia killing their parents. So 2 months ever since the death, in the aftermath of their parents' death, they went on a crazy spending spree. They inherited $14 million. Alright, during the murder case of their parents. Alright, they went on a crazy spending spree, spending over $270,000 on either parties, foods, luxury, all of that. Erik getting himself his own new tennis court teacher, while Lyle was buying drugs, doing things with girls and stuff. It kind of weird for the police officer about it, because to the police officer, it kind of not right to celebrate or do these things when your parents were murdered and the killer could be anywhere. Alright? There are things that I have with Erik and Lyle, especially with how they were doing, what they were doing during the time when their parents were being looked into the case about it. Alright? It kind of, they could have just lay low and wait it all out till they could do something like that, but no, they wanted to party and do some crazy crap they want to do. That makes them that is where the Beverly Hills police believe they are the one who killed them. All right, the only way to find out they are the one who killed them, they had to have one of their friends have a wire on them and talk about it, but that didn't work. But however, in 1990, around that time, Erik went to his therapist, okay, and asked his therapist about everything what happened to Erik. Erik would talk about he having suicidal thoughts ever since his parents were killed. Like, he wanted to let it all out. And he basically confessed all the things that he and Lyle did to their parents by telling everything about what they did to the... Alright? The therapist was like, oh my gosh. And guess what? When Lyle came in, he threatened the therapist that if he tell anyone or anybody about it, or the police, he will hurt his wife and his kid. Alright? That is where I felt like this is what happens when your threats can cause you to be sentenced. Alright? Eventually, therapist and his wife were talking about it, like they stayed low for a couple of weeks and stuff, but until the wife itself decided to call the police and give them the tapes of the confession where Erik was telling them about what they did. And so on March 8th, 1990, Lyle was arrested. All right, and then Erik, he got arrested on March 11th in 1990. Just 3 days after Lyle got arrested. It was due to he was in Israel in a tennis court game. Alright? And so they both got arrested. Alright? They had a story that they want to tell everybody about what their parents had done to them. So this is where their court case happened around 1991. Okay? So they decided to tell them about everything that what their parents did. Okay? Let's start with Jose Menendez. Jose Menendez was seen as a nice, kind man who does anything for his family. And also, he worked at a TV channel company that are popular to this day. All right. But however, about Jose Menendez was shocking. So Lyle and Erik told them about what their dad did. Alright? Lyle told them about their dad, that they molested them both. They've been molesting them ever since they were children. Alright? Lyle was molested until around he was 10 years old. Alright? For Erik, he been molested until to that fateful year. Alright? He was still getting molested still while Lyle was away in college. Okay? No, they're even sadder for Lyle. It turned out that all that stress that what his dad did to him, by 13, 14 years old, he's starting to lose hair at that age. A child starting to lose hair at that age, that's sad. That really is sad, because all that stress, all that thing that been building up in Lyle's mind and body, this is what happens when you put so much pressure on your child. I really am sorry for him. He had to wear a wig for the rest of his life until he was arrested. And Erik, for him, he always been like pretty pathetic and weak to his own dad, because he confessed that what he did to them, gee, he had so much hatred with his dad. And Kitty Menendez, she did nothing for them. She didn't do anything about Jose. She didn't tell them stop hurting them, stop hitting them, stop sexually molesting them. Yeah, and even crazier, Jose Menendez had molested one of the members of the Mexican boy band, Menendez. I'm close to what they are all called. Alright, let me know what they are, alright? It would claim that one of the members was molested by him as well. That crazy and tragic to hear about that. Even also crazier is that how he got that kind of behavior was actually more shocking, because when he was young, he saw his uncle was molesting his sister, and he did nothing about it. He watched it happen. Kitty Menendez had done nothing but nag about her children not being a great family and great boys, because Erik and Lyle are not that great either, because they've been known for stealing and taking things from houses. They've been robbing people's houses in New Jersey. Why do you think they went to Beverly Hills to start a new life and start a new year for them? Alright? And then around 1994, they decided to hold the case. Okay? Because there was a mid-trial as well, and many people felt very sorry for them. Alright? They've been mentioned over mainstream media, sitcoms like Bel Air, for example. Yeah, and also they were on Saturday Night Live parodies too. But around that time, around 1994 or 1995, there was O.J. Simpson case. One of the stories that Erik Menendez was talking to O.J. Simpson. Alright? And you know what Erik told O.J.? To confess. To tell him that you are guilty and everything will blow away. Is that what, like, it's crazy, like, Erik telling O.J. to confess he did it and stuff? It makes sense, because Erik Lyle did confess about murdering their parents, so why not O.J. confess about his part of murdering his wife, his ex-wife and her friend. Eventually, in the what we saw with the O.J. Simpson case is the reason why there were a second trial, and they didn't get what they have. So in 1996, the second trial happened, and the judge was not in favor of them. They were guilty. The court found them guilty, sentenced them to life in prison without possible parole. Ever since that case, people are talking about wanting the Menendez brothers to be released. Ever since then, by the late 2010s, there have been more support of the Menendez being released because there were other cases where OJ found not guilty and got away from murder. There was this, that girl who had her boyfriend kill her mom, and she was sentenced to 11 years, and she got out. And they were like, how come they get released, but the brothers do not? They know that everyone wants them to be released instead of that girl, alright? Which is crazy right there, alright? And also, I feel sad for them because OJ didn't confess a murdering, but they did. I felt like they deserve parole than what OJ. If OJ would have been sentenced guilty and sentenced to life imprisonment, I felt like they would have been a lot of changes, alright? And then there was a show called The Monster. There was a story about the Jeffrey Dahmer story. When I saw the Erik and Lyle Menendez story, Monster, I started watching it right after I came back from North Carolina when I helped the people over there. Shout out to North Carolina and the people in Tennessee, alright? I hope y'all are happy happy that I helped y'all out right there. Erik and Lyle Menendez show got me to learning about the story about the brothers. Alright? The latest story I heard, the newest, that the DA the DA in California are remaining, they said that they will keep this sentence going, but the family itself are like mad about it. Alright? The show Monster was gruesome and a tragic story. I'm gonna tell y'all, watch it. I hope y'all enjoyed that show, okay? I would give this show a 9.7 out of 10. It is one right there, man. Alright? And there you have it. This is the case I wanted to tell you about. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next time. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification down below. Comment down below. See what you guys think about my opinion about the Lyle Menendez story. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.